Hi guys, Jennifer Thorpe here. As most of you know, I started a GoFundMe fundraiser to help me with raising some money, much needed money, for some alternative type of items to help naturally either reduce or slow down my cancer or hopefully cure it. Sorry, the video is a little laggy, so it might look a little funny. Um, for those of you who do not know, recently I was diagnosed stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. I was diagnosed in 2011, late 2011, stage 3 breast cancer. Underwent 6 months of chemotherapy, 6 weeks of radiation, and up until a few weeks ago, I was told I was cancer free. But whether I really was cancer free or this just became a recurrence, as they say, which I actually don't believe. I actually think they never really cured it, and so at this point, my cancer is incurable per the oncologist, inoperable. No radiation. However, they do want to do chemotherapy, either infusion or pill form, both which come with a nice long list of horrific side effects. Now, granted, some of those side effects may not occur. More than likely, they will, from nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, low blood counts, hand and foot disease, mouth sores, rash or dermatitis, fatigue. And I'm sure that there's a lot of aches and pains that go along with that. There's an injection that they mentioned that they would have to give me to build up my bones from the chemo. I asked about side effects and they said no, which, sorry, that's BS. Just like the Neulasta shots that I used to get after my chemo in 2012. They told me there were no side effects, and a day after or 2 days after I had my first Neulasta shot, I couldn't get out of bed for probably 2 or 3 days. The pain was like nothing I've ever experienced in my life, and I've experienced a lot. But anyway, so those are the options that my oncologist wants to give me for treatment. And again, there's no guarantee, there's no cure. So I question whether or not it makes sense to even go that direction with chemo. Actually, I don't question it. I'm pretty positive that it makes no sense at all. So in March, early March, I will be going down to Penn to see Dr. Fox, the guru of breast cancer, to discuss what options he might have for me, as well as if there are any trials going on, which I don't hold out a lot of, I don't want to say hope, but I kind of think I'm probably going to run into some of the same obstacles with very limited options. So, back to the GoFundMe. There are multiple things that I'm looking at and are already currently using. Thanks to a good friend, Wanda, and her husband in Puerto Rico. They sent me a love package with some essential things like turmeric, ginger root, honey, some soursop leaves to make tea, lime, sodium bicarbonate, just to get me started, which was wonderful. I'm so blessed. Thank you, Wanda. Also have been doing a lot of research, getting a lot of advice and information from some of my friends. One of the things that I am looking at is CBD oil, cannabidiol, I don't even know how to say it anyway. Basically, oil from cannabis. In Pennsylvania, medical marijuana is not legal as of yet. So, no worries about what, I might be doing legally, because I can't purchase CBD oils with THC in Pennsylvania. I can legally purchase high concentrate CBD oils and waxes. So I'm doing a lot of research on different providers, on their authenticity, on their product. Doing a lot of research, reaching out to a lot of people, getting opinions about products, about uses, applications, what's best. It's very overwhelming and confusing. So bear with me. I might be a little short, I might be a little distant, but when you're facing something such as cancer or a terminal illness, it's like the worst torture, because yeah, we're all gonna die someday, some sooner than others, but you don't really know. It's kind of like, usually it's like a surprise, unexpected, and you don't have to prepare. But with cancer and other terminal diseases, ultimately, unless there's a cure found, or you're blessed to maybe try alternatives that can slow it down or cure it, such as medical cannabis, you're faced with every day thinking, well, how long do I have? They haven't really given me a time frame. I'm not stage 5, which is terminal, but stage 4 isn't really that great. It's probably only a matter of time before I become terminal, unless I find the alternatives to slow it down or cure me. Finding a lot of valuable information. I suggest that you research medical marijuana or medical cannabis and look at all the case studies. Vote for the right people. Sign the petitions out there. Educate yourself. It's a plant. Some people might not agree with that, but as I say, sorry, not sorry. When you're facing something like cancer and there's potentially something that is safe that could help you and cure you, then talk to me. You can talk to me when you're in my shoes. But at any rate, that's what some of, my GoFundMe fundraiser funds would be going to. Also helping me to sell my truck so I can get another vehicle and maybe offset some of the costs of that, and as well as medical bills and prescriptions that are not covered, as I am only on Medicare, which covers 80% of hospital and medical. I have a drug plan that covers most drugs, but there could be some that might not be covered. So other than that, I'm doing pretty well. I feel good, other than, some little bit of aches. But other than that, I feel great. I feel positive. I feel strong. And today, for the most part, I wanted to just pretend that I didn't have cancer. And so now that I made this video, I'm going to go back to just pretending, because, there's no denying I have it, but I can at least pretend. and I can pray to God for full healing for myself and for everybody else inflicted with this horrific disease. So if you have any questions or want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me through Facebook or email at jennnt4211@yahoo.com. Thanks, guys, and thanks for any donations. If you cannot donate, I completely understand. If you can at least offer some prayers or thoughts and share my fundraiser, that maybe others who are in a position that maybe they could spare a few bucks, that would be wonderful. Thank you, love you, and God bless everybody.